So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Don't know what time you're watching this, but welcome, episode 4. Thank you for watching it and thank you for being with me. So, guys, a year ago, can't believe how long it's been, but a year ago, next month, this was happening. Yeah. Now, although this happened, well, this footage is not from a store that I've been to, but we can all relate to an Aldi somewhere, wherever in the world. And this was in Australia. Can you see the madness? Can you see the madness that's going on? Okay. Toilet roll. People in a frenzy about toilet roll. Pandemic had hit. People are thinking, shops are going to be closed. What do I need? What's really essential? Toilet roll. Now, I've done some reading and statistics on this. On average, a person spends 1 hour and 42 minutes in a week in the toilet. That's almost 92 days over a whole lifetime, and that's 2,208 hours. Now, I think we can all fully conclude that it's not that long a time. I don't know what people were having. Obviously, everyone everywhere thought that we were going to have diarrhea, and they needed to sort them out. But secret, guys, toilet roll doesn't clean absolutely everything. I'm not going to lie, I've read. Particles still remain. So, whoops. Toilet paper is made out of 70% hardwood and 30% softwood. So my question is it made out of gold? Is it special diamante dust? Is it just kind of material? My answer to you, nah, bruh. Nah, it's not. I don't understand why people are going mad for it. It didn't make sense to me at the time. Still doesn't make sense to me now. But it did get me thinking, evidently. Hence why I've got this episode. We've all got our different experiences of toilet roll and toilet. Like, my first earliest memory was tracing paper. Yeah, primary school. You youngins, I don't think it's like that for you. But back in my heyday, my sister's heyday, and plenty more people's heyday, this is what they gave to us to wipe our asses. Tracing paper, real talk. How are they going to do us like that? All lives matter. Like, obviously at the time, I didn't have a voice. I didn't think about it. I thought it was the norm. But now I'm an adult. It's just as bad as when I think about doing PE in my knickers and panties, which again, couldn't run this day and age. Some of you may have had the experience of dropping the toilet roll in the toilet. Sorry, I know, it's yuck and you have to pick it out, and what was white now becomes yellow. Or, if you're living in a family of more than just yourself, whether it's your kids, whether it's your husband, whether it's your in-laws, whoever comes down, and they take the last ply. This is what they leave you. That ply couldn't do anything. Like, who are you leaving that for? Don't take the mick. Come on, seriously. Or maybe you're one of those people that you spend a lot longer than an average of 1 hour and 42 minutes in a week in the toilet because you like to read a paper, you like to have a phone call, you like to do a puzzle, all right? That kind of toilet roll right there with the little maze, it's for you. But, guys, whether you want to wipe ex-presidents' faces on your tushy, whether you want it to look nice and special, like, this one in the bottom corner when you go to a hotel makes you feel special. We've all had different experiences of toilet roll and of the toilet. Like, for me, I've got different experiences. I lived in Beijing for 2 years and there was a squatty situation. Well, they had squatties. And I couldn't understand why one time when I got on a plane, the door was open, or I went into the toilet on the airplane thinking it was empty, and I saw a Chinese person standing on the toilet, standing on the seat. I couldn't understand it. I didn't know what was going on. But when I spoke to other expats and, people that lived in China for a while, they explained to me that they actually think sitting on the toilet is unhygienic. And I'm sorry to say, they're probably right. Like, they didn't understand how us Westerners could sit on it. Now that I think about it, it's freaking me out. But yeah, that was one experience. Another experience is in one of my schools that I used to work in, we had a rogue pooer who literally used to leave a couple of turds on the toilet seat, like close the lid and leave it on top. Who does that? Adult, because obviously these are staff toilets. But everybody's got their different experiences. I don't know what the situation is for you. I'm not going to judge you. Is it tracing paper? Is it that? Is it that? If you like to wipe a dead president's face on your badonkadonk, it's up to you. Who am I to judge? But experiences aside, what makes you like think about your toilet roll? Like, some people take it seriously. I spoke to my sister about it, and I was just feeling the crowd, feeling the audience, trying to find out what people think about it. She put it nicely for me and said, if you go to the toilet, been waiting to go for a while, burst in, and use the toilet roll, when you finish it disintegrates in your hand, how would you feel? Not very nice. Now, I personally haven't experienced this. She seemed to be talking from a place of passion. So, each to their own. But then what about people with the big bumps, big cheeks, the gluteus maximus? You have to go in, you have to come out, you have to navigate, you have to make it out in one piece. You need a special type of toilet roll to do that, people. So hence the shopping list. What makes you choose the toilet roll that you do? It's not value for money. Everyone buys toilet roll. We all need it. It's a necessity, right? There is no hype. There was hype during the pandemic, as you saw in that video. There isn't hype now. We're not all talking about toilet roll like it's not a topic of conversation, is it? Hence my episode. But I think people have opinions on it. I've read a lot of reviews. There is spot the difference. Like, for a while, Andrex was leading. I remember the adverts with Andrex and the puppies, and don't even get me started. Why do we have puppies for Andrex? And I think it's a koala bear for Cashel. Like, how does that represent good toilet roll? I'd be keen to know. So if you're in marketing, holla. It's all for one. We all need toilet roll. It's not for a particular type of person, unless you're living in the woods and, you're on an expedition, Duke of Edinburgh. Maybe you're not carrying that. You're going to use leaves. I hope not. If you're a baby, maybe it's wipes, flushable wipes, but that's a whole nother episode. We all need it, okay? It's not for a special type of person. It's for a person that wants to live life comfortably. And is it forever, ever? It's been around, obviously, forever. But, guys, like, with the pandemic happening, I feel like we're all germ conscious now and we're aware of being clean and, being tidy and looking after ourselves. Health is wealth. However, have you guys ever used a douche? I used to call people douchebags all the time back in the day. But I think a douche could be the way forward. Because like I said before, toilet roll doesn't get everything. I feel like the douche is up to the job. Anyway, if you don't know, get to know. And you need to know, so Google it. But these are a couple of questions that I have for you. Are you intentional about your toilet roll? Do you invest in your toilet roll like you would your hair, or your facial regime, or your nails? Like, is it that deep for you? I'm really, really interested to know. And are you a 3-ply person, a 2-ply person? How many sheets do you need to know to use to do the job? I try not to use a lot, but again, each their own. And the numbers. Pick a number, people, with the packaging. I understand why you couldn't have just 3 rolls. I mean, what you do with 3 rolls, and how many rolls does someone go through in a week? But 4, 9, 16, understand, mathematician, square number, I get it. But then your 9s and your 12s and your 24s, where are these numbers coming from, people? How do they dictate? Do you watch how much one roll is, as in terms of pence? Because you can do the maths, and sometimes they show you 12 pence per roll, 48p per roll. Do you look at that, or you're not bothered? Does it smell nice? Does it feel nice? Some toilet rolls have aloe vera in them, coconut oil in them. I mean, are you someone that has to use recycled? I don't like the idea of wiping my tushy with recycled paper. I don't know if that's just me, but it doesn't sit right with me. And are you someone that spends a lot of time on the toilet and therefore you need a crossword or a word search? But what's the point when you're just going to flush it? Anyway, my toilet roll of choice, please, is... It's from Costco, as you can see. If you know, you know. If you don't know, get to know. And why is it my choice? Because... triple satin bath tissue. It's not called toilet tissue, darling. Oh no, darling. It's bath tissue. I don't know if that's an American thing, but just feels like it's luxurious, doesn't it? And satin, darling. I wipe my bum with satin. The ratings and reviews got me 4.9, 828 votes. Service is exceptional. Does the job. So yeah, does the job, bish bash bosh, in and out, I'm an happy customer. It does not disintegrate, as I've told you. And last but not least, drum roll please, £10.49 before tax for 40 rolls. Don't even get me started on tax. Why do we pay tax on toilet roll? Why do we pay tax on toilet roll? Serious now. But anyway, yeah, that's me, guys. That's my toilet roll. I'm not complaining. I don't need, coconut oil and aloe vera and all of that jazz. This does the job and I'm very happy. Very happy. So guys, that's the end really. My question, as usual, apart from telling you that I give my roll 5 stars, is my views, my opinions, my thoughts, my questions, is that me view or is that a we view? Thank you for watching, guys, and enjoy your day, evening, morning, whatever it is. And when you go on the toilet next, just think about what you're using and why.